All right, you guys, welcome to class. My name is Teacher Chad. This hour, we're going to be taking a look at how to talk about schedules and routines. All right, so we'll be going through some different phrases and so expressions and responses that we can use when talking about this particular subject. Okay, and let's see who we have in class right now. Hi there, Nadibe. Welcome.
Good morning, Chad. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm fine.
Excellent,
Thank you.
excellent. Good to have you here in class.
Hey, yes.
All right. Now I'm going to hand out the link to the book we're going to be through. Okay, I'm putting it in the Verbling chat box as well as the Google chat box. Okay, and if you click on that, you'll be able to open that up and go to the book that we'll be going through. Okay. Hi there, Abd. Abd, how are you? Abdul Malik? Nope. Okay. All right. Hi there, Luis.
Hi, teacher. I'm fine.
Hi. Welcome. Yeah. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
All
Do you
right.
remember me?
I do. I remember your picture.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I can usually remember people's pictures, but if you change your picture and you come in, I'll be like, hey, it's a new Luis, because it's like you change your face. Yeah. All right. So, and Luis, do you have the book Talk Talk Talk? Do you have that? Were you able to download that?
What, teacher? What is that? I understand you.
Okay. There's a book that we used last class. Okay, I put the link in the chat box. Okay.
Okay.
It's this book right here. It's a book that we used
Okay. Thank you.
last class. Okay. Right. Uh
Yeah.
huh.
I
Um,
didn't know it. Thank
and
you.
let's see, Abdul Malik. Okay. Hi. Yeah, I muted you because you were banging your microphone around, and there was a lot of noise. So that's why. Okay. And you have the power to unmute yourself. There was just a lot of noise there. But welcome to class. It's good to have you here. Okay. How about Anna? Hi there, Anna. How are you?
Hi, Chad. Well, thank you.
Great. And Anna, where are you from?
From Italy.
From Italy. Okay. And what part of Italy? The north, center, or south?
The north, from Milan.
Okay, from Milan. All right. Excellent. Well, good to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay. And let's see, Samming. Samming, how
Hello,
are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Nice to see you again.
Me too.
Okay. And let's see here, Islam. Islam, how are you?
Great, and you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you. Good to have you here. All right. Okay, you guys. The book that I have that I'm showing on the screen right now. Okay, Talk Talk Talk. It's the link is located in the Verbling chat box. Okay. If you can't find it there, I'm going to put it in the Google chat box as well. Okay, so it's in both places. Now, you don't have to download it if you don't want to. You can, but this is the book that I'm going to be using for my classes at this time. So I teach 2 to 3 classes a week at this time, and this is the book that we go through. Okay. So when you open it up, okay, this is what you'll see. We're going to go to page 3. Okay, this will be the table of contents, right? Over the past couple days, we've gone over some of these different subjects. Today, we're going to chapter 5, which is schedules and routines. Okay, and we'll be going through all of these different different topics as the weeks go by. Okay, but today we are talking about schedules and routines. That's on page 18. All you would need to do is click on it, and it'll take you to the page. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. Also, Rosario, how are you?
Pretty good. What about you, sir?
I'm doing great. Rosario, where are you from?
I'm from Italy.
From Italy. Okay, cool. Now, are you from the south, the center, or the north of Italy?
I'm from the south. I'm from the biggest island, Sicily.
From Sicily. Okay, cool. Cool. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a bit of reading. We're going to read through what the lesson contains. Okay, and then we'll get into some expressions that we can use, and then at the end of class we'll be doing some speaking using those phrases. Okay. All right. So Abd al Malik. Okay. Let's go to Anna.
Yes.
Anna, let me have you read this paragraph here, please.
Okay. People frequently talk about their daily or weekly routines and schedules, especially with family or friends. They may do so just out of curiosity or because they want to plan for some event. When talking about daily schedules and routines, adverbs of frequency are used to indicate how frequently you do things. Look at these common adverbs of frequency.
Okay, very good. Okay, so these are what are called adverbs of frequency. This is a brief list. Okay. Okay, so adverbs of frequency. Okay. Now, if you guys have this this book open, you can also write on it. You can take your own notes if you want to. Okay. So adverbs of frequency. All right. Let's go through this list here. Let's see, Claudia. Hi, Claudia. Welcome to the class. Claudia? Make sure to unmute yourself. Okay. How about Dung? Oh, Dung was there. Hi, Dung. Can you hear me? Nope. Okay. Let's go to Islam.
Yes.
Okay, Islam. Let me have you read through this chart here, okay? So I want you to read downwards, so 100% always, all the time, and then coming down this list. Go ahead and read through that, please.
100% always all the time, like this?
Yep, just like that.
Yes. 8% usually, most of the time. 50% sometimes, occasionally, and 20% seldom, rarely, 0% never, not at all.
Okay, good. All right. So, when talking about how often you do something, okay, think about these numbers. Okay, if you do it 50% of the time, okay, you'll use the word sometimes. Okay, if you always do it 100% of the time, okay, that would be always. Okay, so this is a nice chart to help you understand which words you're going to use in different situations. Okay. Let's see, Luis. Let me have you read the next paragraph, please.
Okay, teacher. Everyone has some kind of schedule or daily routine. They get up at a certain time. eat at a certain time, and go to work at a certain time. For some people, schedules are very fixed and regiment. For others, schedules may be very flexible and varying. Most people have things on their schedules to have to be done, no matter whether like go to work, feed the baby, or taking medicine. Sometimes these things happen daily, sometimes weekly, and sometimes less frequently.
Okay, very good. All right, so we have some words in here that I want to take a look at. Daily,
Weekly?
fixed, regimented. What was that?
No, I said weekly.
Weekly. Do we have weekly? Yeah. Weekly. Yep. Okay. Daily. Yeah, I was looking for some other ones in here, and I think that's pretty much it. Okay. Good. Yeah. Okay. So, daily.
And there is
Okay.
also monthly, but it's
Uh,
not in there.
yeah, monthly as well. I was looking for something like that, but we can add that one as well. Okay. So,
Or annually.
and annually. Okay.
Yeah.
Annually, when you're talking about schedules, you might not get into annually because that's too wide, that's too big.
Yeah.
Monthly might be about the biggest, maybe even quarterly. Okay,
Oh.
quarterly might be something that you may touch on. Annually might be too big. Okay, but still can be talked about. Okay, so it's a good point. All right, so first up we have fixed. If something is fixed, um, it means it's fixed and regimented. Okay, these are things that are set. There are no change. Okay, no change. So, for example, I like to have a fixed schedule. Okay, that means that I get up at 4:30 in the morning. I teach my classes until 12 o'clock. I have lunch at 12 o'clock. I teach some classes for a bit in the afternoon, and then I go to the gym. Right, and then I come back and I teach some more classes at night. Okay? I like to do that every day, day in, day out. I like to have a fixed schedule. Okay, no change. Okay, it's very regimented. Regimented means that I know exactly what I'm doing, okay, and when I need to do it. Okay, I plan everything out meticulously every day. It might drive some of you nuts, but yes, I do that. So I know exactly what I'm doing in every hour of every day. Okay. Now, what we were talking about just a bit. Okay, to start off at the smallest point. Okay, we could probably say hourly. So when we talk about our schedules, okay, we can plan hourly. Okay, daily, which would mean every day. Okay, hourly would mean every hour. Okay, daily means every day. We have weekly, which means every week. We have monthly, every month. Okay, quarterly, if you're talking about business. Okay, quarterly means every 3 months.
3 months.
Okay, every 3 months, and then annually.
Every 12 months.
Exactly.
Every year.
Okay, every year or every 12 months. Okay, annually. And I think I spelled annually correctly. I did. Okay.
Yes, you did.
So yeah, just to so hourly. Okay, every hour, every day, every week, every month, every 3 months, and every year or every 12 months. Okay. Any questions up till this point, you guys? Any questions? Nope. Okay. Let's continue down here, and we're going to take a look at some expressions. Okay. First one up is asking about schedules. Okay. Let's go to Nadive.
Yes.
Okay. Nadive, I'm going to have you read through both the expression and the response. Okay,
Okay.
read through both of these, please.
Okay. The expression, what time do you work? Response, I leave the house at 7:30.
Okay, and that would be go to. What time do you go to work?
What time do you go to work?
Mm-hmm.
Next,
Yep.
uh, when when do you usually do laundry? Response: usually on Saturday and afternoons. The next, where do you exercise? I go to a gym in my
Okay, and that should be neighborhood.
Yeah,
Type of
exactly.
neighborhood.
Yeah, neighborhood, like that. Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. Okay. So notice, you guys, notice that we have the word do. Okay. That little word that you have to add in sometimes when you're asking questions. Okay. So let's think of some different phrases that we could add. So here we have what time. Okay. If we wanted to ask a couple of different questions with time. Okay. What could we say here, Rosario? Can you what are some other times when we could ask for? Okay,
What
what
time?
time they do something?
What what time you usually wake up in the morning?
Okay. Add in the word do. Okay. Try it again.
What
Add in
what
the word do.
what time do you wake up?
There you go. What time do you? And you said usually before, right?
Yes.
Wake up in the morning.
Morning.
Okay, very good. What time do you usually wake up in the morning? And Rosario, what time do you usually wake up in the morning?
Well, depends. If I have to go to work, I wake up early in the morning. If I don't, I wake up around noon.
Okay, okay. So you either wake up really early or you wake up in the middle of the day. All
Yes.
right. Let's see here. Some Ming. What would be another question if we want to ask what time? So we're asking what time. What other time question can we ask?
Um, what time do you go uh, to a shower?
Okay. What time do you take?
Oh,
Take a shower.
yeah.
Okay. And how about you, Summing? What time do you usually take a shower on a daily basis?
Mm, in the evening.
Okay. In the evening. Okay. All right. If you wanted to answer that
So
in a
you
complete
take a
sentence,
shower.
yeah, we take showers.
What
Okay.
time do you take a shower?
What time do you take a shower? hmm
Are
Okay.
you write it down? What time to take a shower?
Yeah, it's written here on the board. You see that?
Yeah, but the U is missing.
Oh, you are correct.
What time do you take a shower?
Okay. All right. So to answer the question completely, okay, in a full sentence, you could say, "I usually take a shower in the evening."
Oh,
Hmm.
I usually. Well, I want to ask a question.
Uh-huh.
Usually, it's equal to the often.
Yeah, you could say often. I often take a shower in the evening.
Oh, okay.
You can
Okay,
say
but often,
one
often
other day.
often
One.
often isn't used. Well, often wouldn't be as regular as usually. Usually is like it's almost a habit for you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so usually I do this. Often is if I can, I take a shower at night. If I can't, I'll take it at another time. But often, okay, I do that. It's a little bit more than sometimes.
Or one every other day.
Um, yeah, that would be more like sometimes. That would be like half the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go to Abdel Malik.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna move to our next question here. What else could we say if we are if we want to ask a when do question? Okay. So here up at the top we have when do you usually do laundry? What other type of question could you ask?
When do you usually
Um,
start working?
Okay.
Start
When do you usually start
work.
working? Okay. Okay. Abdul Malik.
I, yeah.
Okay. What question could we ask here?
Excuse me, sir. Yeah. Answer. Question was when?
Okay, so what I want you to do, so up at the top, I want you to replace this information. So here it says, when do you usually do laundry? Okay, what I'm asking is, what is another question that we could ask using when do? Okay, so instead of saying when do you usually do laundry, okay, someone else suggested, when do you usually start working? Okay, I want you to create another sentence.
Okay. When do you usually um, eat lunch?
Okay, when do you usually eat lunch? That's good. Okay, eat lunch. Okay, Alec, when do you usually eat lunch?
Um, I think at 4 o'clock afternoon.
Okay, so you could say, I typically eat lunch at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah. Usually.
It's kind of late.
Usually. This typically means usually.
Yeah, typically would be another way to say usually.
Okay.
Okay, all right, so yeah, typically, usually, most of the time. Okay, you can start it off by saying, most of the time, I eat lunch at 4 p.m. in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. That's good.
so yeah, you can say most of the
Time.
be another way to describe it. Okay, all right, and Anna, how about you? What would be another question that you could ask using when do?
When do you watch the TV?
Okay, when do you watch? And we don't need the article the in
Oh,
front of
okay.
here. So when do you watch TV? Okay, and how about you, Anna? What time do you usually watch TV?
Generally during the night. Yeah.
Okay, good word. So generally during the night. Okay, and you could say generally during the nighttime. Okay, a lot of
Mhm.
times we add in time afterwards. No, there's no real reason for it. We just we do. Okay, generally during the nighttime. Okay, okay, very nice. All right, let's go to where. And next up is okay, Claudia, your microphone isn't working, right? So it would be Dung. Hi, Dung. How are you? I make sure to
Hello.
unmute your microphone. There you are. Hi, Dung. Where are you
Hello.
from?
Hello. I'm from Vietnam.
From Vietnam. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
How are you
Nice.
today?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm good. Good. Thank you.
Excellent.
Nice to
Nice.
meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you as well. Okay, so we're gonna work with the word where. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So here it says, where do you exercise? What else? What other type of question can we ask using where?
So, my opinion, my answer is, where do you work?
Okay. Where do you work?
Work.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Now that would be a great question. Okay. Dong, where do you
Yes.
work?
Uh, um, I work at a hotel. I work at hotel.
Okay. I work at a hotel.
A hotel.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's see here. Let's go to Islam.
Yes.
All right, Islam. Let's do one more question with where do. Okay, we want to replace the information you exercise. What other kind of question could we ask here? What do you think?
Where do you play sport?
Say that again.
Where do you play sport?
Okay,
Or
so are you saying where do you live from?
no, no. I'm saying where do you play your sport?
Yeah, I can't. Can you type that in? I can't understand the two words. Where do you? Oh, play your sports. Okay, so where do you? Okay, so where do you practice? Instead of play, you can probably say practice. Okay, where do you practice sports? Okay, or where do you practice your favorite sport? That'd be fine. Okay. Um,
In the evening. Usually in the evening
okay.
at 8
So
p.m.
where do you practice? Hold on. Your favorite sport. Now, your answer, you're saying usually in the evening, okay? But when we ask where questions, I'm looking for location.
Yes,
Location.
yes, yes.
Okay, so so where do you usually practice your favorite sport?
In the stadium.
Okay, in the stadium. Okay,
Yes.
tell it to me in a complete sentence.
I usually practice my favorite sport in the stadium.
Okay, very good. Okay, so I usually practice my favorite sport in the stadium. Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. So let's take a look down here. Now, any questions, you guys? Any questions at all about asking about schedules? None so far. Okay. Let's take a look at some expressions. Okay. Talking about obligation. And let's see, Hannah. Hannah, how are you?
Uh, Hi, I'm fine.
Very
What?
good. And Hannah, where are you from?
I'm from Belarus, but right now I'm in Poland because I study here.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Nice to meet you.
Me too.
Okay, so Hannah, let me have you read the first two expressions. Okay, the first two expressions and the responses on the right-hand side. Please read those.
uh, I must go to class this evening or this morning. He has to be at work by 8 a.m. Okay, I have to read. Oh, sorry. I must
Yeah,
go
read right
to.
across.
Okay, sorry. I must go to class this morning. Why? Do you have a test? And he has to be at work by 8 a.m. What happens if he is a little late?
Okay, all right, very good. Okay, let's go to Naive. Let me have you read the next two, please.
Um, I expect to visit my grandmother every Sunday afternoon. Does she get upset if you don't show up? I am supposed to deposit the store's weekly sales income in the bank on Friday afternoons. Will you get fired if you don't?
Okay, all right, very good. And our last one here. Last one. This is for Rosario. Let me have you read that,
Yes.
please.
Yes. All applicants are required to have a night vision test before getting a driver's license. If your division is poor, will they deny your driver's license?
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. So taking a look at these phrases, you guys, probably when we are expressing obligation or something that we have to do, okay, some of the ones that, or the one that we probably use the most is I'm supposed to. Okay. We also use have quite frequently as well. right? So using must, I must go. It's not used as often, though they teach it. They teach it in books and things like that all over the place. Okay, we don't really say that anymore. Typically, when we have an obligation that we need to take care of, we're going to be using the verb have, okay, and supposed to. Okay, so have and supposed to are going to be the biggest ones that we use when we express an obligation. Okay.
Okay.
So now are required to down here. Okay, in this form. Okay, you can use that. It's more going to be in let's see, business terms, and you'll find it more in books, okay, or pamphlets, okay, directions, things like that. So it is used, but it's a more formal way of saying it. Okay. All right. Any questions up till this point, you guys?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
So we don't use must at all?
You can use it. I'm not saying that you cannot use it. I'm saying that we don't use it. It's not a chosen word that we use. Okay.
Like
The
informal?
main, it's not common at all. No.
Okay.
Okay. So of the percentage of people that say that, I mean, you might hear 2% of the population say it in the United States. Most of the time, you'll hear us say have to. Okay. I've got to go to class. I've got to go to class. Okay.
Well, I remember when my English teacher at school used to explain the must and have. He explained to me the must is like that you pretty much have no choice. You must do it. I mean, whatever it is, if you use must.
Yes, but we don't use it. Okay. So where was your teacher from?
I know it was Italian. It started.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So even teachers, if a teacher doesn't care about you guys, okay, he or she will tell you, yeah, no, we use must all the time. Must is used. It's not. We don't use it.
Or there is,
okay?
or there is the phrase. It's a must. So it's like
you
you
can
must
say
have
that.
it.
Yeah, that is an expression. Okay,
An
yeah, it's a
expression, yes.
must. That's an expression. But when we're expressing that we have an obligation to do something, we don't say must. Okay, you will rarely hear us say that.
No,
Okay,
I know.
now I'm speaking on the side of Americans and
I know.
Canadians. Okay, the British, I don't know. I've never been in England, so they might say that quite frequently. Right, but
Actually,
on the part from the United States, we typically just say I have to or I'm supposed to. Okay, those are going to be the most the verbs that we use most often when expressing obligation.
Yep.
Okay, all right. Any other questions?
Yes, I don't understand very well the expression I require to.
Are required to. Okay,
Okay, are
required.
required to.
Okay, now, Najibe. Okay,
Yes.
what does this word right here look like in Spanish?
I think requerir.
Requerir. Okay, so it's the same verb. Okay. Okay. All right. So here in this sense, okay, and I don't know if in Spanish you use it more often than not. Instead of using requerir, you would use tener or tener que. Right. That's going to be the go-to verb in most cases when you're expressing obligation. Okay. But here, all applicants are required to. Okay. So, but
in
in this sense,
Italian,
it would be requieren que todos los aplicantes. Okay, so you would actually have the verb on the other side. Does that make sense, Najibe?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, it's just in a different order, but it's the exact same verb. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Very good. Any other questions? Okay. Very good. Let's scroll down here. All right, so let's. I want to go through some practices. Okay. Um, so let's go to Sum Ming. Sum Ming, let me have you read the instructions right here, please.
Oh, yes. What's your daily schedule like? Tell your partner all about it. Be specific and detailed. Discuss what you do from the time you wake up until you go to bed on weekdays and weekends.
Okay, very good. So I want to go through this. Now we have about 20 minutes left. Okay, so be aware that that we have multiple people in the class. So we have about two people or so, or sorry, 2 minutes or so per person to be able to complete this practice. All right. So in the exercise, I want to make sure that we talk about what we do from when we get up to when we go to bed. Okay. We'll take turns. I want you guys to use the adverbs of frequency. Okay, always, usually, sometimes, seldom, never. Okay, you can also use words like typically, generally. Okay, there are some good ones here. Okay, so let's go through this practice now. One thing that I need for everybody to do, because there's a lot of noise. Okay, I need everyone to mute your microphone until it's your turn to speak. Okay. All right, so go ahead and mute your microphones, and let's go to Abdul Malik. Okay, so Abdul Malik, take a couple minutes, and I want you to tell us what you do on a daily basis. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay, Abdul Malik, it's all you.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, so tell us what you do. Okay, we're going to be. I
Uh,
want you to tell me what your daily schedule is like, please.
okay, I wake up in the morning like at 6 o'clock.
Hmm.
Um, eat my breakfast. Have my breakfast.
Hmm.
First, I check my email and then eat. Then I think I go to college. I like spent there like 8 hours from
Okay,
eight to
so
10.
when you're using like, okay, I spend, you can say about instead of like as much. So I spend about 8 hours at college.
Yeah, okay, about 8 hours. When I come back, I usually study
Hmm.
for college and English, I
Hmm.
think.
Hmm.
After that, I usually go to gym.
Okay.
Um, then that's it, I think.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. Nice job. Great. Let's go to Anna. Anna, tell us about your daily schedule.
And me or the other
Yep.
one?
Anna, I
Okay.
think we only have one in here. Oh,
Oh,
the
no.
yeah, the other one is Hannah with the
Hannah.
yeah
Okay,
with
yeah.
the yeah. Okay, so yes, Anna, tell us about your daily schedule.
Okay, so I generally wake up around 8 o'clock in the morning. After that, I prepare my things and I go to the station to take the train. Sometimes I go out to the lunch. Other times I take my things from home.
Okay.
Um, what else? I generally finish the work around 6 o'clock, but generally other times I stay at office even until the 7:30 o'clock.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, after that I take my train again. I come back at home, make it something for the dinner, and well, a little bit of barbering, relax, and this kind of things.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. Okay. Nice job. Nice job. Good. Let's go to Claudia. Oh, Claudia, your mic isn't working. So let's go to Dong. Okay, Dong, tell us a little bit about your schedule. Make sure to use adverbs of frequency.
Okay, thank you. Um, Usually in the morning, this day, I get up around 10 a.m. and then I go to market to get some food, vegetable, and then I cooking, cooking, and I chill out a bit. Then I think usually I read book,
Hmm.
or um, study English, or Skype with my friends,
Hmm.
Facebook, or in the around in the afternoon around 3 p.m. Sometimes I go to the beach. Sometimes I play badminton. Sometimes I go up to the mountain with my friends, have a picnic.
Okay.
Then in the evening, I think around 7 p.m. I have a dinner, then chill out a bit. Sometimes go to uh, a bar, both, or hang out with my friend,
Okay.
um, reading book, kind of like that.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Nice job. Okay, let's go to Islam.
Yes.
Okay, Islam. Tell us about your daily schedule. What do you do on a daily basis?
I usually in the morning, if I have time, I will take my breakfast. If I don't, I will go to my college.
Hmm.
Maybe after I come back from the college, I will sleep for a while, and when I wake up, I will go to the gym. In the evening, I will open my the internet and try to learn something about my specialists in my college
Okay. And
and something like
what
this.
time do you usually end your day?
I don't have any specific time, so maybe 12 p.m., maybe 10 p.m., maybe I will sleep in the morning, and so on.
Okay. All right. All right. Very good. Very good. Thank you, Islam. Okay. Let's see. How about Hannah? Hannah, how about you? Tell us about your daily schedule. What do you do on a daily basis?
I wake up at 6 a.m. After I take a shower,
Hmm.
and I also uh, after take a shower I eat some breakfast, and I go to university.
Hmm.
And after university, I little sometimes study, sometimes do some sports, and that's all. At I guess
Okay. All right.
oh yeah.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. Thank you. Let's go to Najibe. Najibe, tell us what your daily schedule is like.
Uh, Usually, I wake up at 5:30 a.m.
Hmm.
I take a shower, I have my breakfast, and I leave my house at 6:30, and
Hmm.
I arrive at the office at 8 a.m. more or less. Always I have the lunch at 12 p.m.
Uh-huh.
and I go back to my work at 1 p.m. Sometimes I leave my office at 6 p.m. and I I come I come to my house at 7 p.m. I have usually I have my dinner at 8, and generally I go to my bed at 10 or 10:30 p.m.
Okay. All right. And that would be usually go to bed instead of go to my bed. Just go to bed.
Okay,
Okay. Good.
I go to bed.
Good. All right. Nice job, Najibe. Excellent.
Thank you.
Okay. Very good. All right. Let's go to Rosario. Rosario, tell us what your daily schedule is like.
Okay, I usually get up 7:30 or quarter to 8, and then I get ready for work. I drive for about 40 minutes. Once I get to work, I work. I have to start 9:30. I work for a couple hours until the second shift show up, until my coworkers show up, and then I usually take my morning break for 15 minutes morning break. Then I go to lunch around 1. The lunch is supposed to be half an hour, but I usually take an hour.
Okay.
Then I have my second break. I do some work, and I have my second evening break around 4:30. The other 15 minutes break, and then I get off work at 6. I drive back home, uh, and I would get home around quarter to 7. Once I get home, I prepare something for dinner. And usually, if I eat pasta for lunch, I usually have like a second dish at home, or vice versa.
Hmm.
And then I watch TV, or I sit in front of the computer and just watch some YouTube videos or babbling. And
Hmm.
then around 10, I go to bed. Eh,
Okay.
That's my working schedule if I work. If I'm off, it's total different schedule.
That's when you wake up in the middle of the day, right?
Exactly.
All right.
And
Great job. Okay. Let's go to Ming. Ming, tell us what your daily schedule is like.
I usually wake up at 11 o'clock, and then I walk my dog for half hours. Then I go to the beach for swimming, and after swimming, I go to the restaurant for lunch at 3 o'clock. Um, so I go back to my home and uh, watch movie, TV, or search something in the internet that I want. Um, Around 5 o'clock, I go to the pool for swimming for hours.
Hmm.
Then I go to the restaurant for the dinner, and I back to my home, um study with violin
Hmm.
for 2 or 3 hours. Then I watch TV. I go to bed um, in the next day early morning. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. Nice job. Nice job. Okay. Great. So the last thing that I want to do, you guys, is talk about some things that we have to do. So something that we either have to do every day or every week. Okay. So I want to go through and remember, we want to say I usually have to. Okay, and then whatever it is. Okay, or I am usually supposed to. Okay, you can use either one. Okay, so let's go through here and see what we can get through before our class ends. Okay, so Abdul Malik, tell us one or two things that you typically have to do on a daily basis or a weekly basis. Okay, a couple of things only. Okay,
Daily basis.
on a daily or weekly or monthly. Okay, whichever.
Um, I think I should go to gym 3 times on weekly basis.
Okay, so remember, if it's something that you have to do, okay, or it's an
Yeah.
obligation, say I'm supposed to go to the gym, okay, 3 times a week, okay, based on my doctor's recommendations, or
Uh-huh.
I have to, okay. So we want, instead of saying what we should do, okay, it would be things that are obligations. Okay, so what
Okay.
obligation?
Okay. Um, Sometimes I go to running on monthly basis, 4 times a month.
Okay, all right. So you do that. Okay, all right. Thank you, Anna. Anna
Yes.
from Italy. There we go.
Yeah.
What obligations do you have? So what do you have to, or what are you supposed to do on a daily or weekly basis?
Um, Saturday, I usually have to go to the school to take care of the children, and yeah, this is.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. You have to do that. Great. Okay. Islam. Islam, tell me what some of your obligations are. What's something that you have to do on a daily or a weekly basis?
I usually weekly fixing some electronic things that I have that I love to fix it.
Okay, so you usually have to fix electronics on a daily basis. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. Very good. Anything else?
No.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Nadive. How about you? What is an obligation that you have? Okay, something you have to do on a daily or weekly basis.
Okay, I usually have to uh, make plans. I have to make plans all Wednesdays.
Okay, so make plans. What kind of plans? Plans for work or plans for the weekend?
No, plans, drawings, plans
Okay.
of engineering.
Okay, because you're an engineer or you're an architect?
No, I am a drafter.
A drafter. Okay, that the other side of it. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Um, let's see, Rosario. How about you? What are a couple things that you have to do on a daily or weekly basis?
Where I usually have to check my emails because I am a eBay seller and Amazon seller, so I have to make sure that I if something is being sold, I have to ship it. So I have to check every day. I have to check my emails to
Hmm.
make sure nothing hasn't been sold. And so if something has been sold, I have to ship the item I have sold.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. Great. That's what you usually have to do. Awesome.
Hmm.
And Ming, how about you? What's something that you usually have to do or that you're supposed to do on a daily or weekly basis?
I I always have to feed my dogs daily.
Okay, you have to. I heard the word fit.
Feed my dogs.
Oh, feed.
Uh,
Feed
Are you
my
saying feed?
dogs.
Yeah, feed my dogs. Okay, so yeah, that's a long E sound. Feed my dogs. I
Feed.
have to feed my dogs on a daily basis. Okay. All right. Very good. Okay, you guys. Well, thank you. Thank you very much for coming into class. Okay, you guys did a very good job. It was interesting hearing about your daily schedules, as well as what some of your different obligations are. Okay, thanks for coming in. I'm going to take a break for a bit. I know I've got a reading class coming up this morning, and then my night class is later tonight. Okay, but it was great meeting some new faces, and I hope to see you guys around. Okay,
All right.
Thank
all
you.
right, you guys. Thanks for coming.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Great day.
Have a great day.
Take care.
Okay. Bye.